Let's go to Canberra now, where today both leaders were pepping up their troops in party room meetings. The opposition leader Tony Abbott told his team that a tectonic shift in politics is underway, claiming Labor's working class base is yearning to embrace the coalition. For her part, Julia Gillard urged Labor MPs to play the long game, promising them that eventually voters will tire of the coalition's daily diet of border protection and carbon tax. Climate change was on the agenda in Canberra again today, and Chris Ullman's standing by to interview the coalition spokesman Greg Hunt in just a moment. But first, the day in politics and the government's battle to turn the tide in the carbon tax debate.
A happy encounter.
This is all they wanted.
And for Julia Gillard, the message couldn't have been better crafted.
They don't understand the debate that happens in politics. They don't understand the economic debate. And when I talk to them about it, they say, but this is our future. What's going to happen to our families in 50 or 60 years' time if we don't do things immediately?
The government's hand-picked Climate Change Commission was conducting today's lesson on its report. Attendance wasn't compulsory, but if you were in Labor, it was advisable to be at the front of the class.
When we engage young people, they get the science. They get it really well.
Many in the opposition see the Commission as a political tool aimed at refashioning the government's battered climate change sales pitch.
Well, certainly the world is warming, and at some other point I imagine it'll be cooling, and then the one thing I can assure you, Fran, is it's not staying the same, and it never has and never will.
There were 3 coalition MPs with the climate change in crowd.
We welcome the report, we support the science, we share the targets, we disagree on the tax as opposed to the incentive.
But one was being more circumspect than last week.
Well, I agree with Greg Hunt. Greg's welcomed it, and I think, I welcome it too.
Malcolm Turnbull clung to Greg Hunt's attendance as he would a lifebuoy in a stormy sea.
Like Greg Hunt, Greg and I are shoulder to shoulder on accepting the science. We absolutely agree with that, and he is the Coalition's climate policy spokesman, so we are absolutely at one.
And the opposition's climate change spokesman won some small marks for attendance.
And at least we should acknowledge this, that the member for Flinders has been trying to provide the Liberal Party some respectability on the climate science. But he is up against a pretty powerful group within his own side of politics of deniers on this issue.
Tony Abbott told his party room today that he sensed a tectonic shift in the community, with the working class wanting to embrace the coalition. But he warned that success can be fleeting and ephemeral, and the task was to lock it in. Julia Gillard told her troops there were benefits in playing the long game, with all the hard decisions made early. She said the community wanted more from political discussion than just border protection and carbon tax, and there are always a host of issues noisily demanding attention. A cross-party alliance is concerned that Australia's quarantine laws could be softened to allow in contaminated pig meat.
If we're serious about having a viable agricultural industry in this country, we need to resist this.
The government says the pigs are safe, well, at least from contamination.